Hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome back to some more Library of Ruina. We're gonna chuck our faces into Queen of Hatred, see if we can actually get any kind of headway against her, and if we can, awesome. If we can't, ouch. We'll figure it out. So, Queen of Hatred is actually attacking all of us. Interesting. So she's gonna mark a target on Clash Lose, lower max value of the last die. Clash Lose, lower max. Okay, so we want to be able to beat her out Clash-wise, because we don't want her gaining strength, and then that's just if one-sided. The only immediate problem is that's aiming at her one broken die, which is annoying. I think we can shift it.
How did one of Tifrat's die break immediately?
Okay. Over-breathing exhaustion. Restore 2 light upon using a page whose original cost is 4 or higher. Speed die becomes unavailable. So she actually only has 2 speed die. It's because she's using, Eugen? Whatever her name was, the really strong lady from last time.
Okay.
She's using her page. Okay. So nice part about Eugen page though is it triggers every single page or ability that says like if HP is lower than 25%.
Oh, she starts weakened, right?
Yeah, so she starts weakened, which makes it very easy for her to proc those abilities. So that's on Clash Lose. So we want to Clash Win if we can. And what's this one? Marks target. On use, lower this page's cost by 1. Yeah. Let's see. So the other thing we want to do is stuff like extract fuel, if we can. Not on that one. Probably doesn't have any paralysis. Okay, so we're just going to leave those, I think. So who knows if this is actually going to work. But at least we can get some hits in. Oh, and she uses ranged attacks, so keeping that in mind. Okay, so we got through that one pretty clean. Become target of the Queen of Hatred, and that means we're gonna have to pull some of these off. Also, if you notice, the screen is getting very pink.
Yes, that's the hysteria, right?
She is going to transform, which is a problem. So in that case, we actually want this attack to hit, because it's only gonna do a little bit of damage. Now, she does have some paralysis for the duration of the scene. Whenever the character plays a combat page, up to 3 random dice on it have their max roll reduced by 3. So we want to keep her paralyzed if possible. Okay. Huh. On use, lower this page's cost by 1, up to 2 times. Oh, it only works for that individual version of the page, not its copies. Rude. Okay, so add power if target has paralysis. Nah. Let's see if we can yoink it instead. So, restore 2 light upon using a page whose original cost is 4 or higher. So that's pretty good. So we're going to do a faint memories, pull that over. What's this one? 3 and 8. Okay, so it gets stronger. And then they have paralysis. So we kind of want to just... Is it tab?
Using some of the sweeper and the... I forget what the various mechanical characters were. At least the combination of cards that you're using.
Yeah, yes, I'm using a couple of sweeper abilities. This one is just paralysis. So this is the paralysis build. Effectively, we're trying to nerf her dice down, so they're weak. Okay, and we want to just, do we want to extract fuel for more light, or do we want to go opportunity spotted? I don't know. Let's go for a little bit of healing, because she's going to be taking some damage. I think this is going to be fine. So, she hits us with a ranged attack, then we just hit her a couple of times. She is probably going to transform, which is a bit of a risk. But we've actually done a decent amount of damage to her now.
Yeah, getting quite a few hits in.
Yep.
A lot better than the previous times you faced her.
Yeah. It's... So much of this is I just need to figure out how to play correctly. And once I kind of have those, once I have that, like, basis down, it's not so bad. Okay. Let's see. On Clash Lose, no, we don't want to get hit by any of those. She's probably going to transform is the one issue. But maybe that's fine. All right, do we do ink over? Oh, I can't do ink over. And we don't want the attack to be fully one-sided. So in that case, sweep the back streets.
Oh, you got a lot of 6s this time. 5s and 6s.
Cycle that. Ah, there we go.
Do all characters use die 6 in this?
Depends on the character.
Mm-hmm.
So are we talking die 6s for the speed die or the attack die?
The die that are above their head, they all
That's
seem to be...
speed die. You can see it... I think you can see it on the equip screen, but it'll actually say what your maximum and minimum speeds are. Oh, right, because she's paralyzed, we're just nerfing the hell out of her. Does mean she's going to transform, but that makes this really easy.
Have we seen a transformation yet? Oh.
Yes.
What?
Okay, so this is where things get a little stinky.
You're really beings that need to be purged.
Yep. Mass summation, single use, 16 to 20, weak. Let's see, inflict fragile next scene and recover HP equal to the roll's value.
Kind of a giant winged snake.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad for me.
Someone has to be the villain.
I think
I'm the chosen one. I'm not like you. I'm different.
I think I made a goof.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm in trouble. This is gonna hurt.
What, fine enough to defeat Form 1 but not Form 2?
Somewhat, yeah. So specifically, she has one die space that is weakened. And so she's gonna get hit by the full brunt of this AoE with no way of blocking it.
Oh, that one I see.
Yeah. Not happy about that one. Well.
And there's no way to redirect those.
Aiming. There kind of is. But not easily. Let's do binding arms. See if I can just take that one. Or, no, it's not that one. Oh, because it's slow.
I do find it hilarious that the heart is the symbol of love. Granted, it's a very stylized symbol. I suppose people feel their heart race and things of that nature.
All right, let's see how bad this goes for me.
But thinking of just the organ
Ow.
itself being a symbol, ugh.
Please don't require me to fight her at max.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's stunned. Ouch. All right. Well, on the plus side, she is stunned.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me some options. Not great. Let's see, do we want to do faint memories for big damage round? Yeah. So she doesn't turn back, does she?
I don't know if she will.
No, it doesn't look like she will. That's a doozy. We don't have anything else. Yeah, we can do some damage to her.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, she's not doing the AoE again, which is good.
Once again, with the whole snakes being perceived as villainous. Remember we were out walking and I go, oh, look at the snakes.
Yep.
All the garter snakes are out. They're on the move. But really, it's because, yeah, reptiles are far removed from mammals. And the snakes are peculiar in that, yeah, they're these limbless, slithering things.
Okay, so we can also do that. All right. We're kind of doing this.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to be doing well enough. Unless they have an opportunity to attack, perhaps.
Okay, so she doesn't have anything there. Both of those. Binding arms. Take anything. Take memories. What about you? Also binding arms. With both of them. She's not weakened. Unfortunately, they're kind of low on pages.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have some healing. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Ow. Yeah, we're not going to stun her is the issue.
Uh-oh.
We might kill her. We've taken her halfway down, and we haven't taken too much damage. Okay, so marks the target, fragile, and heal. She has paralysis, though not much. Probably this one? Is that worth it? No. 'Cause I think we want her to do ink over. But probably on that one. Fine. We'll go for that. Might take a hit. Binding arms, extract fuel. Let's just go for that. Okay. Opportunity spotted. Isn't that helpful? These aren't. Okay. I need to give her a little bit more paralysis. Ow. And staggered. Both are staggered. That's bad for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, that's bad for me. We lose.
Oh, no. What?
Yeah. Okay. This middle one. And this one? Okay, they're both healing. No. It's got to be this one. Yeah, she stunned both of my allies.
And destroys them.
Yeah.
Well, not dead.
Yeah, not dead. But not great is the issue.
Yeah, how can you do 122 damage?
I mean, now is the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is a small possibility I can do a bunch of damage to her and get really lucky.
50, 33.
Like, it's possible, but so unlikely.
I mean, both of those are on that character.
Mm-hmm.
So... if she can do enough damage to kill it...
We'll see. I mean, down to 18.
16, 14, 6,
We
0.
got it.
Woohoo!
Wow.
See?
That was
You shouldn't give up so soon.
freaking spicy.
To the very end.
You're right. But we got the Queen of Hatred.
Not this. Not that.
Need a hand?
I can do this all by myself.
Jeez, just looking at the covers of these books makes me dizzy. Did you read them all?
Sort of.
Quantum physics, cell biology. Ooh, you wrote some difficult-looking labels on them.
It's hard to recognize the contents of the books here from their title alone. It's even harder to find books that are actually readable.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't even have a lot of complete sentences now that I think about it.
The completeness of a book mostly depends on the reader, though. Some are just unstable to begin with.
Does that completeness have something to do with the books disappearing upon reading, while others... Oh, some books disappearing upon reading while others don't?
I'm not too sure, but I think that has to do with how thoroughly the book is read. Once all the contents of a book have been read and understood, it vanishes, since it's served its purpose.
Hey, I heard of something like that. Light can be considered as a particle or a wave depending on how it's observed, right? Maybe the properties of books can change depending on the reader in the same sense.
I don't know. Stop trying to make weird comparisons with your shoddy knowledge. It probably is just inexplicably works like singularities do. I just roll with it.
You seem very proud of your ignorance.
I don't pretend to understand things I don't get. I still make sure to read and manage all the books you send here, though. The same book can show different things each time you read it. Understanding a book completely is a repetitive process, you know? And I don't want to stay ignorant forever. That's annoying.
Different content every time you read it, huh? So that's why we needed multiple copies of a book.
I still don't fully get it, but I actually kind of like the properties of light you just told me. The fact that something can change just by looking at it is romantic in a way. And maybe I held enough meaning for Enoch just by staying at this side? Or Enoch? Oh.
Enoch was her twin brother.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it held enough meaning for Enoch just by staying by his side.
Mm-hmm.
Enoch?
There were 2 Tifrith in the past. Back in my second life, as you and Malkuth put it. Malkuth.
That's such a weird name to say.
And we were together in our first lives, too.
Oh, that your boyfriend? Sounds like you were together for a pretty long time.
Enoch left my side both of those lives.
Damn, got dumped twice. What a shame. Keep your chin up, though. It's not like a breakup is the end of the world.
Roland, he died. And Enoch wasn't someone who could just be put in such light terms.
Oh, yeah, I'm terribly sorry, miss. I, apologize for my carelessness.
It's all right. When I bid farewell to Enoch for the second time, I'm sure he could find the meaning he was looking for. That our lives and sacrifices were not in vain. We lived in a world where everyone died so easily, but he believed that dying is a meaningless death.
Oh, a meaningless death. Also, I keep getting distracted by, I love the windows in the background, and I think I mentioned it before, but those, I believe, are the elemental symbols.
Yeah.
You have wind, water, fire, and earth.
Yeah.
Up there.
We lived in a world where everyone died so easily, but he believed that dying a meaningless death was not what people were born for.
That's kind of hard for me to swallow. How about you then? Did you find the meaning?
Maybe? The purpose given to me now is to complete the light so that it can be used properly.
Everyone's been talking about that light thing. What exactly is it about?
You've heard about Lobotomy Corporation's singularity, right?
Well, yeah, kinda. Technology that physically manifests the mind, was it?
That's right. Those manifestations also can also be dissolved back into an indefinite form and seeped into people's minds.
Huh. I guess that makes sense.
Lobotomy Corp gathered the light over a long time to cure the ill minds of the city's denizens.
I was about to say city's citizens, and yeah, it's a good thing that they did city's denizens,
Yep.
because
They did a good job translating this.
city's citizens would have been a little much.
Of course, all the while operating as an energy company on the outside.
How'd you generate enough energy to stand as a wing? Pulled it out of people?
Creatures called abnormalities were created as a side effect of our singularity. As we manage them, we learn that they emit a certain form of energy. That's enkephalin.
What? Those enkephalin batteries were made from monster produce? Damn, and I used enkephalin lighters to smoke too.
What?
From people, to be precise. It's humans that are turned into abnormalities.
Creatures born out of the human mind, huh? I'm guessing tons of employees died during the process of managing those creatures.
You're right. It was all part of the stage play Angela mentioned.
Quite typical of the city, eh? Company that massacred people with the end goal of curing them. It's almost like a cliche for all the myths about the wings at this point.
I don't know a lot about the other wings, but they probably aren't too different, right?
Oh, they're totally the same.
That's the kind of cycle we wanted to break.
And the light being the means to achieve that, huh? Sounds more like you were trying to brainwash people with it or something.
It's not as simple as that.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
To be fair, I only know the general outline of things. So I want to see for myself if those cycles are really happening out there. I don't really know much about this world like Angela.
Leave it to me, Miss Tiff. I'll bring you just the right books.
Let your actions speak for you then.
All right. So we have, after
Hate,
winning...
justice, and love.
Yep. After winning a clash, using an offensive die, a random ally recovers HP. After winning a clash, using a defensive die, random ally recovers stagger resist. That's really good. Enemy who dealt the most damage to all allies on the previous scene is marked as villain. Do extra damage to the villain. And then hate. After losing a clash, take stagger damage and gain strength next scene. After losing 3 clashes in a single scene, reduce the cost of the most expensive page in hand. Those are all great. And we can do another one.
Wait, another abnormality?
Whee! Night of Despair. It's all the magical girls. Oh boy.
The Night of Despair.
Yeah.
All that remains is hollowed what?
Wait, her blessing
Her
was
blessing was
sweet.
pretty sweet to have. She fell to despair after realizing she couldn't uphold what she vowed to protect.
A knight whose pride turned to despair.
So specifically, the way she worked was you would like go and interact with her and she would bless one of your characters and it would give them like a stat boost. But if they died, she'd freak out and start killing people.
I like these constellation swords.
Oh. Okay, so speaking of, gain a speed die, use special pages and change resistances while under the effect of tears. Respite. Enter a state of suspension upon taking lethal damage. Revives after 2 scenes. Sword that pierces despair. If this fails to deal any damage to its target in the despair state, the sword will impale the Knight of Despair, dealing damage to her. So to some degree, we want to actually prevent them from hitting me. So tears, gain a speed die, use special combat. Okay, so one of them gets boosted. All right, let's see how this goes.
The edge of the sword, sharpened with the tears and despair, is keen and precise.
Okay.
All that remains is the hollow, weathered pride.
Okay.
Nothing was truly upheld on my watch. All of it was perished.
All of it has perished, that is.
Please don't wake me up. I wish to rest in peace.
Let's see, on hit, life
I thought
fragile.
they'd stay the same, but everything changed.
Dice deal damage equal to dice value times 2% of target's max HP. Uh-oh. That could be a problem for me. Okay. Extract some fuel. Extract some fuel. We're just going to beat up that one. Yeah, what we want to do, if this fails to deal any damage to its target while in despair state. Oh, despair state. It's not in despair state yet. Whatever. Or maybe the tears is despair state. We'll see.
Is she seen in profile or is her face broken in half?
I don't know.
They look more like foils than swords.
Yeah, they do. Okay. Not sure if despair, but paralyzed. Okay, I guess let's read her. Tears to random sword every 3 scenes. Despair. When a sword with tears takes lethal damage, falls to despair next scene. Okay. When the abnormality...
Is that why this die is broken? Or no, none of the swords have perished.
So I have to kill the swords to make her sad. When the abnormality falls into despair, all swords fully recover HP and stagger resist. And use special combat pages. All swords impale the abnormality in despair state, become staggered and targetable next scene. Ouch. Okay. So 4 to 8. Okay. So that's weak. Both of these are pretty weak, which is nice. It's first one. If I do extract fuel on that one. Well, actually, it's only one. So if I just do that, we just have to... Oh. I see my issue. Well, I could do overcome a crisis. See if we can block it with that one. Letting them just do that. And we'll just extract fuel. Okay, and so that's 2 hits. back streets, and then we do extract fuel. I just want to hit this primary sword. I'm trying to prevent myself from taking damage if possible. I don't know how doable it is. Ow.
Faded face. So, kind of disillusioned with their quest. And yeah, it does look like her face is split in half.
Okay, here we go. I think I'm going to go for love. After winning a clash or using an offensive die, random ally heals. I'm going to give it to her.
Some healing.
So this way, yeah, we actually have some sustain. So this one's broken and almost dead, which is good. That's going to hurt. Maybe. And I can't take that. Ouch. Okay. Well, in that case, if we want to win a clash, let's just do an ink over on that one. Let's just have them rest. Probably do both of those. And then do we have anything else? No, because I think we're just doing an ink over. Okay. Yeah, I just want to see if I can take that one out. Ow. There we go. Because yeah, if I win a clash, she gets healing.
Oh, that sword's back at 100? Or it's lying on the ground.
Yeah, I think this is despair state.
And again, despair fills me. Despair piles up like rocks, fractures, and leaves scars.
If this fails to deal any damage to its target while in despair state, the sword will impale the Knight of Despair, dealing its damage to her.
I may as well disappear.
Okay, so they're all in despair.
I swore to protect, yet I lost them again.
Okay.
Oh, is that weeping?
Yeah, I think she is crying in the background. Oops. I do tab? No. Damn. Every time people tell me how to swap targets, and every time I forget. There's one.
Oh.
Nope. Oof, that one hurt.
Oh, but you need all three?
Yep.
Oh, and Tifrith only has 8 HP left?
Yeah, they do a percentage of a character's health. Oh, is it tab on this one? No. Not that. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh. Tab. Oh, you click it and then do tab. Okay. Yeah, so the problem is a lot of their abilities work off of percentage, which is a huge problem for me. Okay, I'm just going to put that on. Not Tifrith. Oh.
Everything's fractured.
Everything's weird and fractured. Let's do big damage. Get a bonus.
What meaning does this deep despair hold for me? Just end me, please, so I can't hold my blade ever again.
Yeah, I can't do that. Well, let's see how much damage we can do to her. I might actually be able to stun her as well, which is big. Okay. Did a bunch of damage to her. Not perfect. Okay, that's a 4. I can work with that. Can't hit me in that case. Is that actually worth it? Somewhat. Can't do more than that, so we'll do that. And we do have an overcome a crisis. So I'll do that one.
Now, because her die is glassy, does that mean she's guarded? You have to destroy the swords
Yeah, I have to
first.
destroy the other swords first. So, if I were to do this again, and I might have to just because of how injured Tifrith is, I mean, I would just go for a clash build, and it would wreck them. Okay, this is a problem. Because they only have one ability left. What are they doing? 3 hits. I can't stop that. I think this is just gonna hurt. Is the real answer. Let's see. Do we just do an ink over? Yeah, I think I just wail on it. Okay, so which of these? Probably that one. I don't know. Hope for the best. Yeah, I just can't have them hitting Tifrith in her 1 weakened die.
Oh.
Yeah, this hurts. But at least I can smack that down. I don't know, we might pull this off. I just wish they'd stop doing that. Okay, binding arms.
They're still rolling pretty high.
Yeah.
At least some of them.
And that's a 4. We have a 5, but I can't do it. We have an opportunity spotted. I've got to yoink that one. I mean, the trick is to just wail on that one, probably. Yeah, this is just gonna hurt.
A lot of deflections, but there's some normal damage.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, this build does not have much in the way of card draw or page draw. So they're a little limited on what they can do.
That one's shattered, but it still has health left.
Yeah, that's somewhat fine. Okay, aim for that one. Aim for that one. That should take it out. Gonna hurt a bit, but I might be able to get it into its down state. Okay, it gives me a little bit of healing. Not enough. Are you kidding me? It has 1 HP left.
1.
I could have hit it like one more time.
Wait, is it shielded?
Yeah, it is shielded for some reason. Oh,
Are the others defending it?
not sure. Okay, that'll block the first one. That'll just have to do. I guess what I'm supposed to be doing is aiming for the one with the tears on it.
What's that devil-like apparition?
It
floating
means
above
it's the hated foe from the Queen of Hatred.
them? Okay. Oh, there we go. It healed up 99.
Yeah, but this one's currently on the ground. I think is going to go down. We'll see. Okay, so it's doing 3 hits. I just do Faint Memories. And then Overcome Crisis on that one. It's got 21 HP. What about you? So just do Sweep the back streets and hope for the best. Ow. Bad time to be staggered. Really bad time to be staggered.
Oh, those are Quite a number of dodges.
Yep. So dodge die there. Well, this is where things are kind of bad for me.
They only have ones.
Yeah, they do only have ones.
But you have... I see. Your character is staggered there, too.
Okay, so if I do faint memories, then faint memories on both, we might be able to just block them all. Let's see how this goes. There's one.
Mm-hmm.
2.
I love all the swords play going on in this. I mean, your characters and the swords that they're fighting.
Okay, 1 left, which is fine. Okay. Cannot succeed at that one. So that you sweep the back streets. Now, if I do this, can I swap? Oh, good. So I can actually let her get a little bit of stuff back. Over the best. Got it.
There you go.
Whoa, she is very wounded.
Mm-hmm.
I will extract fuel from her.
Ugh.
Dark. Yum yum fuel. Okay, I guess I'll... Oh, I can't ink over her. That's fine.
The swords are back.
Yeah, they're
She had
back.
5 HP.
Yeah, she has 5 HP left and bleeding.
Will she die before this, or is that kind of halted while she's protected?
Let's see. I think she just can't be targeted, but unfortunately bleeding is when she attacks, which doesn't help.
Oh, so it's not like a damage over time, like
No.
other forms of bleeding. It's only when they move.
Yeah. Okay. Hurts a bit. Yeah, I'm just trying to trigger as much of that healing as I can. Oh, that's giving a stagger, though. Or it's healing our stagger rather than our damage.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not that bad, but... it's not exactly what I wanted.
Whole situation's dicey.
Yep.
So very dicey. In more ways than one.
Okay.
Dice and then to be diced.
Got that. And then that's gonna hurt.
They seem to have recovered quite a bit of their health. Have they been the beneficiary of all those heals?
Some of them have their own heals. That hurts. It's fine though. Messy. At least if there was a character to be using this on, it would be this one. Okay, so which is you? Probably that one. They can't do anything else, but I might be able to snag one of these. So if I do binding arms on that one, and I could try that. They don't have much health. Power if they have paralysis. They have a little bit. It'll be fine. We want to just hit that one, except for we want to swap it. There we go. Because, yeah, she's out of light. So we're going to take some hits here. But if I can get this into the down state, we can... No, we're not going to.
Oh.
Ouch. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to get rid of opportunity spotted. It is actually just bad. Ugh.
Yeah, so that one character is staggered entirely.
Okay, 48. Go for that one. Take a little bit of damage. At least they're not aiming for the staggered character, but my health is not looking great.
No.
It's okay. All we have to do is get this one sword down. There's the health. Okay, back up. We're about to stagger all of the swords, which makes this much easier.
Ooh.
3 to 5. Well, we got to sweep the back streets. That's good. That's good. All right. Where were we? Mildly distracted. So it's this. 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 3 to 5. We cannot take another one of those hits, which is a little unfortunate for me.
Yep. Tifereth's at 9.
So the main problem is Faint Memories is preventing me from getting healing from these. I'm like, I don't think I can stop any of those. Unless, what if I stop this one? Because they can take the hit. That's a 4 to 8. Probably just hit him with that. All right, let's see if this will work. We'll take a couple of hits, but it's not much damage. All right, stunned. No, we don't get the healing, but they are stunned, so it doesn't matter. 2 of them are stunned.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes stopping this madcap easy. Yeah, whatever. We'll just extract some fuel. Do binding arms, because we need to take out the top one. Is the answer. We'll do an ink over and overcome crisis. Oh, no. It's not the top one we got to take down. Actually, this is much easier.
Okay.
Just do both of these.
Well, the one on the right has the most health.
The one at the bottom has the tears.
Tears?
The ones with the tears, if that's the one that gets knocked down, it puts her into despair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
That's what we want to do.
You know what? Yeah, that should be fine. Extract fuel. Let's go. Takes a little bit of damage, but isn't a problem. Should be knocked down. Yep, they're...
all healed back, but...
in despair mode. Which is exactly what we need them to be. There's a 1.
She has a lot of cards.
There's a 2. Ooh.
Oh, she's going to get attacked.
That's
too.
it. Yeah. Okay, so here's the problem. They're all hitting her, and she doesn't have enough cards to go around. Oh, you know what? I can just do Faint Memories, can I? I'm just going to do a second Faint Memories just in case. Let's see. Take that one. We do have a Binding Arms
Goes up to 7.
on that one. Okay. If I do Faint Memories there, that should do it. Okay, so that one's stunned, which kills her. Perfect.
That was enough?
That was enough. She only needed one more sword in the face.
Suppression of the Night of... Yeah.
That took some doing.
Hurry it up, will you?
Don't nag me now. This is the fastest I can go.
Even a snail would work faster than you. Ugh.
All right, I'm done moving him. She got a fiery temper.
I just want to get done with what I can do as quickly as possible.
If you're so confident, why don't you tell me about your progress on learning about the city's sciences?
I don't know. What's the point when singularities violate all the known laws of physics anyway? I'm not even sure us librarians can be defined as living beings either.
It's true. Singularities can't be a huge obstacle to the understanding the city. What did you mean by librarians being difficult to define, though? That part got me curious.
What do you think librarians are?
Beings that aren't human, but kind of like humans?
all librarians can only exist within the library. And they're reincarnations of the beings from Lobotomy Corporation. Patron librarians being the Sephiroth, and assistant librarians being the employees.
I've heard similar explanations, yeah.
Former staff of Lobotomy Corporation were given a new body, basically. Angela did keep her promise, yet the Sephiroth and the employees weren't the only ones to come back. The Abnormalities did too, but because most of the systems and structures of Lobotomy Corp broke down, and a lot of energy was exhausted from the light and all the combat that they had, they can't maintain physical form. On the other hand, the librarians have had their flesh restored, but they're psychologically unstable. So the librarians carry abnormalities with them when they fight guests. And we're no exception.
Oh, now I see. Still, it felt like we were just borrowing power from the abnormalities, not consumed by them. Though there have been a couple of moments where I felt as if I've almost crossed some kind of line.
The so-called distortion occurs once you cross that line. And Angela is adjusting things from behind the scenes to make sure that we don't.
Sounds like we're dancing on a stage or something.
It's just as you say. It feels strange to be the ones on the stage this time.
Could this be Angela's little vendetta against you guys?
It could be.
Great. Then can you tell her to leave me out of this?
Anyway, even if the assistant librarians and I were to face horrible deaths while receiving guests, we'd wake up with reconstructed bodies once the library closes. But we still feel the fear and pain of death whenever we greet our guests. Do you know why?
Because we forget.
That's right. Librarians forget the fact that they can revive while they're receiving guests. We have to face each other, the same kind of desperation and dread that guests feel. We must prepare ourselves for death and agony every time we greet our guests. How's that? Do you think the library's invitations are dirty?
Well, I guess that's fair enough, but strictly speaking, we do revive at the end, don't we? Not knowing about that when we die is one thing, but still. It's still kind of dirty in that sense, in my opinion. Besides, even if we're relieved of all pain when the library closes, the fact that we were hurt still stands. Don't you resent Angela for putting you on the stage and toying with you?
Isn't that interesting? Isn't it like that train situation where people don't remember the hundreds of years of...
I think it was hundreds of thousands of years.
Thousands of years of agony being on the train, but they just hop off the train at the next stop completely oblivious to it all?
Yeah.
If she could make this more painful for us, she would have already. I think Angela's actually caring for us in her own way. Back in Lobotomy Corp, employees were quite literally expendables, like all the other corporations.
Or like in all the other corporations.
But here, no librarian is left behind. At the very least, no one is left behind.
No one is left behind, huh? I gotta say, I admire your positive mindset, Tiff.
It's the wisdom that comes with age.
You know, sometimes when I fall asleep and wake up in this library, I don't feel like waking up ever again. No, it's not just here. I've always been like that, since long before I came here. I just didn't want to wake up from my dreams.
But why?
Because I'd have to start yet another dreary day with nothing to look forward to.
You don't hold any expectations.
Nope, I already threw all expectations for anything down the drain. It's all gonna fall into ruin soon enough, me and this world I live in. I might be suffering from a severe case of that disease of the mind you guys were talking about after all.
I still believe that we can become better.
Well, you're free to believe whatever you want. Alright, let's go prepare ourselves for another dance, shall we? Alright, so we now have Blessing, Despair, and Blades Wetted by Teardrops.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
What's the difference between the red and the green cards?
Red's usually more powerful but riskier in a different way. So single ally, if the character took damage from attacks on the previous scene, changes this character's resistances against that type that dealt the most damage to endured for the scene. And then all allies, whenever an ally dies, all allies gain strength and haste, and all enemies gain fragile. Versus on a successful pierce attack, if die rolled max value, deal bonus damage equal to 10% of the target's max HP.
Yeah, so wholly beneficial versus there might be some drawbacks.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of management. I'm just going to poke at these guys a little bit.
Okay.
Opportunity spotted was worthless. The light was good. Like, we had plenty of that. We just need something that lets me draw. Can I do that? Limit page draw. There we go. Unused draw page. That's not terrible, but it's not that amazing.
Wait, we've added another character?
Yeah, to Tifreth's. Whenever we defeat an abnormality, we get another character.
Does that mean there's only one more left?
No, I think there are more.
Okay.
Do we have any of these that give me multiple draw? The answer is no. Well, in that case, I guess I might as well just not have it. Just grab something else that isn't page draw related. Because we've got plenty of extract fuel, which gets me light. Oh, what is this? All dice on the dice the user plays loses 2 power for the start of the scene, but on hit recover HP. That's not a terrible idea to go for. Oh, we're weak to slash. I didn't actually realize that I had that issue. That might have made certain things a little bit easier or harder. I guess I'll just go for like a little bit of healing on both of these two. Restoring 5 HP is kind of nice. And she doesn't have opportunity spotted because she doesn't really need it. And we're not using Boundary of Death because that is funny but bad. Okay. So now we're going to go to Gabura, key page. Eugen's page, equip. I have no idea. I think it was somebody going over the speed bump kind of fast. We got speed bumps outside of our apartment, and some people kind of don't care about their shocks. All right. So, seeing as I'm kind of prepped and ready for this build and know how to make it work, let's see about Little Red Riding Hood.
What?
That's not Little Red Riding Hood.
That's the wolf.
That's the... Oh, never mind. There she is.
Oh, wait. So you're cornered on both sides?
No, she's actually an ally for this one. So Little Red Riding Hood is kind of an interesting abnormality in the base game. Or not the base game, in Lobotomy Corporation. Effectively, she helps you. I think you, like, pay her or something.
This is why we had to stop the two from facing each other at all costs. Dude, this is tense. What's up with these two anyway? Watch out, the wolf is the sole reason Red Riding Hood... Wait, for the Red Hood to exist in a way.
Yeah, so if you have both of these and they break out, they will fight each other, and it's, like, very damaging.
So do you have to keep them from fighting each other, or what's the deal?
Yep. Okay, so he is resistant to everything. Roaring... Okay. Extra speed. Uses Howl every 3 to 4 scenes, targeting all characters. HP falls to 50% or lower. Gain a speed die and use Howl every scene. That's scary. Okay, End of the Nightmare. Battle is won if the mercenary finishes off the wolf. Battle is lost if the mercenary dies before the wolf does. Uses Strike without hesitation every 2 to 3 scenes. Targeting all characters. That's a worry. When the rage meter is filled, enters a state of rage. The rage meter rises upon taking damage from the wolf and decreases upon dealing damage to the wolf. Screen becomes redder as the rage meter fills. Last 2 scenes gain strength each scene and uses mass attack pages. Fury with no outlet. If a librarian lands a killing blow on the wolf, Abnormality enters a Fury with no outlet stage, gains additional max HP, stagger resist, afterwards recovers HP, recovers stagger resist, Fury with no outlet, permanently persists, gain 5 strength and haste every scene. We cannot kill the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
what's the victory condition for this then?
Let her kill the wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the main problem is can't really block this one. I mean, I can. I guess I'll have to. Okay, so that's 3 to 8, and then 3 to 7. On hit, inflict bind. I mean, I guess I might as well do extract fuel. 6 to 9, 5 to 9, actually. Oh, combat start, all dice. User plays lose value, so I can't do that one. Yeah, we're just going to take one of those away. They're just going to be fighting each other. We're just going to wail on the wolf, I suppose.
He's at 500 HP.
Yep. Ow. Wait. Okay. I don't know if that worked out the way I wanted it to. It looks like it hit me a little bit more than I thought.
Don't stand in my way. This is my duty. I have to finish this request by my hand.
If you help me kill that son of a... Okay, then
Mass
what?
summation on hit, gain strength for every target hit.
I suppose the wolf literally would be a son of a B-I-E-C-H.
It's true.
That is what female canines are referred to as.
Okay, so that's just aiming at him. This is aiming at me. I think I just have to eat this. Okay, so which ones of these do I want to aim for? Only go for a little bit. We've taken some damage too, which is a little rough. I think I'm going to prevent him from getting that attack off.
Do you ever find it interesting that for Little Red Riding Hood, all of the reimaginings, especially the modern ones, are having them be some kind of monster slayer, as opposed to a little girl that gets eaten?
I think it's slightly more compelling in a way.
Well, I think what it is that so many of the old fairy tales, particularly the grim ones, the female characters were rather helpless. And if they did get out of situations, it was perhaps through cunning, but more often than not, the heroes were the men that were in the tales. Because with the wolf, wasn't it that there was some... It wasn't a hunter or a lumberjack, right? Someone split the wolf's stomach open, right?
I think it was like a lumberjack or a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's doing Howl. Mass summation greatly increases the mercenary's rage meter if it hits the mercenary. Oh, mercenary's getting ragey. Probably one of these. Okay, so he's doing bleed and some other things.
I remember in one of the reimaginings, I forget what it was titled, but it was about this town where there were rumors of the wolves and such, and I think there were some mercenaries or hunters that had arrived, and it ended up being that a number of people in the town, particularly of this one family, were werewolves of a sort. But I forget why in particular they were losing the ability to control their wolf form, or why they were letting it out more often.
Okay. This is a weird fight. I like it, but it is a weird fight. Okay, so he's not doing anything terribly heinous. I do really gotta start hitting them with paralysis. I mean... hits. Can't do that one. And she's doing, oh, can't do that one.
Now, obviously, pretty much since the 1800s in particular, I believe, wolves have largely been hunted to extinction in many areas and shuffled off into national parks and such. But I'm wondering, how much of a threat were they to people back in medieval times? Surely they would attack livestock. But if a person was to be traveling on foot, were they susceptible to just being hunted down by an entire pack? I just wonder how often they attacked humans back then.
Do we want to do that? Somewhat? That's kind of fine. Prevent him from doing the bleed. Maybe. Okay, swap these. I have no idea if I know what I'm doing. Ow.
Ooh, wait. They're firing through your characters?
Yeah. I thought I blocked that. I did not. I only partially understand this build.
And that destroyed Kabura.
Yeah.
I think.
I only partially understand these, which is unfortunate.
Okay,
Like,
no,
two of my
Kabura does
characters are
have
broken.
some HP.
Yeah.
But they're all
I think I'm just gonna bail out of this one. This is not the build. I was hoping I'd paralyze it, but I gotta look at how he specifically works. So why don't we just send like a regular invitation, then figure it out? Let's see. So this is the only one we haven't done of this tier.
the other ones were too difficult or that you had attempted before.
Yeah. One's the sweepers and one is the one is the sweepers and the other is Lovetown. We might be able to clear Lovetown at this point though.
Depending on who you use.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now. And we'll just go deal with Oscar in the Wedge office next. Yeah, you know, I bet it's almost we're going to go deal with that carnival that escaped, is my assumption. Because we kind of dealt with Oscar in the Wedge office, and I can't think of anything else. And I doubt we're going after Distortion Detective, because that's a side media that might turn into a game. Who knows? But for now, at least, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time, and we'll have to fight the big bad wolf. I'll figure it out. I'm sure it's just like poking at the build. I think that one just didn't work.
Well, that and also getting hit in the back with the shotgun.
Well, you have to let yourself get hit in the back is the big thing.
Really?
Yeah, because she powers herself up for hitting you.
Ew.
But not the shotgun attack? I don't know. I need more healing is the answer. But for now, at least, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.